And welcome back to another episode of All of Fabric 6, where last episode we got ore quadrupling running. Now this is kind of all turned off. I've got a whole bunch of ores that need to be processed. I moved this across a little bit. One, so that it's now within the chunk. We actually don't need to load this one yet. I think we're going to fill that up today. And two, because it looks kind of nice. So we've got this is kind of our staging ores. So we just want to make sure we always have a stack of whatever ore we might want to make. And then I think I'm actually going to go with the approach of having a card per ore that we want. So I've got some that were kind of multiple types, which I don't actually know what the best approach is. But these work fine. So we'll leave that alone. But yeah, we've got a lot left to process. The problem being power gen. I mean, we're starting to fill up queues. We've almost filled up 1.5. They were completely full before I started playing around with this yesterday. Well, last episode. So, yeah. We need more power gen. I've been looking at the biomass stuff. Now, mostly doing that because it kind of said in here, this is probably what you're looking for in terms of energy creation. It seems worse. Like, can generate up to 96. Heat generators can generate up to 128. But, yeah, you've got the downside of needing to supply lava all the time. So this is kind of working, not enough to keep things running. Maybe if I completely filled the bottom floor with this, that would be enough. And maybe we do that. But I want to try out this biomass stuff anyway. Get a farmer, if for nothing else, for completing these last few quests we've got, because we're pretty much finished Industrial Revolution. We just kind of got some utility things and making some upgrades that I haven't needed yet. Yeah, so let's get into the recycler. I suspect all of this stuff is going to be pretty straightforward to craft. We didn't have this, but I think that'll be... I don't even know why it didn't want to craft that. I guess because I don't know the recipe. So we have a recycler. And we might want multiple of these, so I'll leave that there. And then... Oh, we need a biomass for the biomass generator. Okay, so we need to set this recycler up first. For now, because I just need a little bit. Well, I guess if we just need a little bit, we can just put that there. Surely we've got like some seed or some wheat. We get a bit. And then that processes, we're going to want some speed upgrades, but that's fine. Gets us a couple of biomass generators. Looks gross. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of look gross. And then we can craft ourselves the components for a biomass generator. Eventually. We'll just wait for the rainbowy square to go away, because that's when we know the craft is finished. I really like that as a feature of Applied Energistics, like keeping the last few things you've done. Looks like you can pin stuff as well. Can you actually modify that? Or it's like if I close this and then open it, it's only remembering what it's currently crafting, which I think is this thing getting stuck. I think auto split stacks is actually kind of mucking this up sometimes. Yeah. It's a minor inconvenience. And there goes our biomass generator. Cool. Not so eco-friendly. Why? Why is it not eco-friendly? We get a couple of these things. I guess because we're kind of like crushing up natural things and burning them. I don't know. Getting rich Nicolite, which is nice. And iron ingots. Cool. And we'll sleep so our solar panels help build that power buffer back up. Cool. So we got a bunch of biomass in here. That's going to get us some more generators. We don't want to be manually putting in wheat. Now, we're on the version of the pack that has removed like the growth chamber multi-block. So I think this thing here I think this, I don't know if it's the modpack devs or somebody that works with the modpack devs created this. Or if this, because I don't know if this is normally a modern industrialization thing. Maybe it is. I'm not entirely sure. But we could get one of these, which looks kind of slow. We could then, of course, get into more modern industrialization and speed them up. And we'll eventually do growth chambers, but maybe not for now, because this used to be like a multi-block, but I never built it before it got removed. And we've got these growth accelerators too, which we could probably get into. I think we probably have the stuff for at least that first here. So we also want a farmer. This is going to grow crops for us. Let's get one of these. So it should be actually kind of straightforward to get passive, you know, biomass happening. And this gets us a farmer. Happy little farm. Oh, and this is upgradable too. So farmer input output range. That's a huge range. We're going to need this to be... This might actually change how we set the factory up. Because I'm thinking like a glass dome over this could be kind of cool. Yeah. Wide range. If this was... Do we have a center of the factory? We might not, because this is kind of chunk based, right? So that's 6 on that side. 5 on that side. And we can always move some stuff in if we needed to. Yikes. That's okay. We'll say we can move this across. This can go across. Surely. Surely. We're not even running power cables there. So yeah, we'll be getting rid of this. We'll be extending the factory another block that way, which kind of mucks up the chunkness, but that's fine. It's fine. And then if we saw your range... you could probably just go up 1. Did that update? Yeah, yeah. That would be okay. Well, that's a decent sized area. But then I think I want to chuck you up in the sky a little bit. And we also want to make sure we're not overhanging too much. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. I think I moved it across 1, so we actually want you there. Yeah, don't actually have a design in mind for the factory, but kind of thinking about it. No, I think that was fine. It's just it resets its range. Yeah, bring you in 1, and that should be okay. But also thinking maybe this lives up here, and we can have like a glass dome. And we can have all this other stuff down here. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. So that would be there, and then I don't know if I can jump on top of that. This range, like I'm assuming it's probably above, or is it not? Let's plonk some dirt down and see what this looks like. I mean, the range looks like there. I guess that would make sense that you wouldn't have farmland there. I mean, I'm assuming we can try this. So if we just got like seeds and some bone meal, and we're going to want water up here as well. That's another consideration. Now, do you farm there or do you farm up 1? So why do you not just go? Farmer was here. Oh, because you're not fully grown. So that's farmed. You don't harvest it? Do you need to be up a block? That might be the case. If you were here, Didn't you farm that? Oh, yes, you did. Okay, okay, so that needs to sit up like that. Okay, cool. And actually, yeah, range of 6. Let me do this stuff. I don't know why you didn't replant. Maybe just because you didn't have it in your inventory for a start. Oops. So if that was like that, you harvested, but you didn't. And that would plant. Okay. And does that plant automatically? It does. All right. Okay, we can work with that. And then I guess we'll just pipe some of the seeds back into this, into the input. And that should work. Yeah, whether or not this is a big enough area, we're going to find out. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, just kind of up stairs, waterlogged. It's a little bit close to this actually, and drips all the time. I mean, we could, you know, do something like that. Maybe do something like that. Is that going to stop it dripping? That would stop it dripping. So we might kind of cover it up like that. And then we want to do something to make it grow faster. Because it's kind of slow. Kind of slow. And then I think we want like some modern industrialization pipes. Item pipes. Are we a little bit short on item pipes, or are they in my backpack? They're in my backpack. So you're going to extract. And you're kind of going to need to go down here. And I thought that was going to do that, and it did, and you can waterlog that, which is not actually what we want. And that looks less cool, but if we're going to be piping our stuff down there, it's kind of how we're going to do it. We could run the power up there, and maybe we could hide that. It might look nicer. That might look nicer. So if the power instead ran up here, purely for aesthetic reasons, no functional reason to do this. And then, yeah, we'll leave that like that for now. I knew that was going to happen. Then we could hide. Want that gone, which causes flooding, which is maybe a problem. And then we could get like some cut copper. Like a, oh, we can't do that. Okay, recipe. We could do that, which, I mean, if this was that, oh, like, oof, that was close. That should be okay. And then down here, okie dokie. I think we should be able to do that, and then we'll stop that. Cool. Yeah, like there's nothing too breakable down here. And you're going to extract there. You're going to want to... You're not going to be able to extract and insert into yourself. We could do this. Because I just want the seeds that end up in here to go back. So we grab some seeds and we say you extract seeds, insert seeds. And then if we had seeds in there, which we don't, but if say we had some fully grown crops, I just saw seeds go in there. Cool. So that'll work. And then the rest of the stuff is going to get piped down here. Now, can we set priorities? Higher priorities first. Definitely that. Extract lower priorities first. Only into higher priorities. Yeah, okay. 10 and negative 10. And then you're going to be a less important extract because you're also going to extract seeds that end up in here. And then this is going to go into the biomass thing. Let's make it, I don't know, so you can see stuff. So you're doing this stuff. I might replace this farmland with Farmer's Delight has some faster farmland. Rich soil. Maybe we go that route. I can't remember if mystical agriculture stuff works with all crops or just mystical agriculture ones. Because we could probably pull off inferium farmland. And then we want some of those growth accelerators. These should actually be okay to do because I think we've got a bit of inferium. Oh, we've got 26 inferium. We can get inferium ore though. I'm surprised I don't have. Actually, I think we've got inferium inside our dank. We do not. I can go mine some inferium ore and then we can hopefully chuck it in this thing to get us a bunch. And then down here somewhere, I guess here will do. We'll have our recycler. Yeah, let's go here. Maybe not right there. Maybe in the... Oof. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit uncertain how this layout's going to go. I mean, you are going to get some of this. I need to move these cables. Because we can have like 12 lots of growth accelerators. I don't think we'll need that many, but we might want to like not take up too much of this area. For now, I'll just do this. So you will extract like wheat. And that should have worked. Oh, we probably need to set the outputs on this. So you will output, input, output. Why not? So you can't output into pipes by the look of it. That's okay, we can have like an intermediate chest. Actually a barrel, because it's going to make things interesting. Yeah, then you get that. Okay. And you will extract wheat. And we do want wheat seeds. Not yet, though. And then you will need to be input on the back. You're not going to extract like that. Extract, whitelist, wait. Insert, whitelist, that'll do it. Okay, cool. You get biomass, and then it just goes into probably mini biomass generators. But we'll start with one. And you're producing whatever you're producing. And then that needs to get connected over there. I don't quite know how we're going to do that. This kind of actually wants to be on the other side if we're going to do that. Maybe we'll have... let's keep the current... kind of the current stuff that's going on. Alright. Mic 4 cables. Let's go. And you will extract the power there. If you had this, you're producing 64. And that's going into the line. That'll start charging these up. We're going to want a lot more than just one of these. I think this... Can this be upgraded? It kind of already looks like it's a Mark II. So let's get a Mark III one going as well. Just keeping an eye on this infuser because it is playing up sometimes. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you don't handle... if we put blocking mode, I don't know if that's going to actually help our situation. But can we upgrade... This machine does not accept tier upgrades, right. Okay, well I guess we're upgrading our farmer then. I don't know if we need to upgrade the farmer, he kind of seems pretty fast. But I guess he could get like range and tier upgrades. Yeah, I guess he could. We're going to want to hook into that as well. Okay. So you're going to be getting some stuff. You're going to have to... I guess we can just go into a chest. Output. Whoops. Input. Nothing. Right, you just did something weird because I was playing around with the settings. And then we could... You're actually running through that relatively slow. I guess there was a few in there. We'll just output blacklist, input blacklist, and then you'll get more biomass. Then we can stack a bunch of biomass generators here. And then it really just depends on how fast this thing goes. Which... Yeah, I'm a little bit worried we're going to end up with seeds in here. But we haven't yet. Yeah, okay. We definitely want to speed this up. You're not putting seeds in there. That's cool. Or the seeds are ending up in here. No, because we don't insert seeds. We will eventually want to. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's get this rich farmland. We want rich soil. So I think this gives you the recipe. Rich soils, rich soil sand. Rich soil. We just need to make organic compost and then stick it near some water and stuff. Yeah, I've done this before. And then whether or not we're going to have the stuff. Make that. Not really. We need a bunch of straw, which that just needs like a knife. And you go like chop some grass. Somewhere not near our base. This is going to make a big mess. Right, so making a bunch of this organic compost. Now it says it is sped up by adjacent activators, one of which is sunlight, so we should sleep. But another is like brown mushrooms. And I think also mycelium or more organic compost and adjacent water. Yeah, I guess we kind of just have to wait. I mean, I assume we could probably tick accelerate. Yeah, that works. And then eventually that becomes rich soil. I don't quite think tick accelerating all of this is very practical though. So, yeah, I'll place down the rest of this and we'll just let it grow and then we'll swap that out. For the dirt we've got up there, which should speed up crop growth a decent amount. And we're going to want water here too. This is kind of, yeah, this is in the way. That's in the way. For now, we live in here. And we definitely want to prevent mob spawns. And let's craft some Inferium growth accelerators. So I went and managed to go and get Prosperity and Inferium ore, enough to make the cards. So yeah, I think this is probably enough to tide us over for quite a bit, and we can always get more. These are so handy for getting ore, probably a little bit OP. Rich soil is coming along. We've got these growth accelerators. Now we could just do something like this, right? And I know we can stack these. Might be kind of cool just to see how good it is. Kind of, yeah. And then everything on this side should be growing a bit faster. And yeah, we can see it's slowly getting bone mealed. So that's kind of cool. It's not ridiculous, but then we're only using, yeah, like 2. And now have we ever ended up with seeds in here? We are. Oh, and these. So we're going to want to, I suspect, we just want to pipe this up here and then get rid of, now that we can just get rid of this. So you will input seeds. Right. I guess we could extract seeds. You would need to say that you could input the other. That's why you're not picking stuff up. So many different multi-tools. Where on earth is it? Yeah. Or input, output. Just input. There we go. Now you should have infinite seeds. And I don't think we can do much with these. So we'll probably just trash them. Like in one of these things. If we had a bucket of lava, it's probably actually going to be a little bit difficult to get a hold of. So this is using all of my lava. Eventually that'll make stuff and we can do that. Surely we're not going to build up on those verdant saplings that quickly though. And then it's just a bit more waiting for the farmland to finish. We've gotten a couple of bits. Ooh, that's a mistake. Let's put this drill away. You are dangerous. What a mess. What a mess. We can just quickly do that. Sure. That's kind of what I wanted. Yeah, you broke a bunch of stuff. We're slowly getting some farmland. I think the mushrooms help. And they've also grown into colonies, which maybe also helps. Maybe. Nice. And yeah, then we can start also swapping this out. Which hopefully still works. The growth accelerators. So if it's one or the other, I don't know which one's going to be faster. And nice. The farmer looks like, yeah, he works with this. And then is this working? It is hard to tell. I'm almost going to say maybe it doesn't. I mean, let's be really sure. Let's be really sure. So we can do 12. And if one of these goes like noticeably faster than the other, then we have our answer. Watching crops grow. So I think it works. I think growth accelerators work. It's hard to tell, but you can't trample this farmland, so I think it's going to be worth it. So I kind of looked up how the growth accelerators work, and apparently they just look above them for something that is growable. So it shouldn't matter too much what these things are sitting on. I think the bone meal effect is actually the Farmer's Delight soil, but we should be starting to build up some stuff. I'm processing the extra seeds as well, which does occasionally jam this up. And you are not inserting into here. Why? Connected to biomass generator because that's not the thing. Connected to cable. No, 4, no. Connected to pipes. Input. There we go. Okay. And I think we've backstuffed on power. Which is going to mean eventually these heat generators will all stop and we'll start building up lava again. I still don't think this is going to be enough to run all of this. But it's certainly a step in the right direction. We'll eventually start backstuffing a whole bunch of biomass. It's going to be sweet. I've just been crafting a whole bunch of these because they're very easy to auto-craft. And we should be able to... Hopefully. Now I think I've got a couple of extra ones we don't need in here because there's no farmland above them. I think we can do that. We've still got a bunch left. I don't know if we'll quite have enough for all of this. Just want to miss some. We're missing a few. Needed 32, but we only had 8. Needed 19. Okay, that's kind of handy. So we know we need 19 of these. Should be pretty easy. But all right, we have biomass getting turned into power. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We've got a bit of a mess there to tidy up. That's okay. Moonwalking over here. We can get some more biomass generators. I just want to see, like, do we back stuff on biomass? We'll probably want a way to turn it off. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. If we're using, like, exactly what that farm is producing, who cares? Who cares? But anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching. We'll come back next time, and maybe next time we're finishing off Industrial Revolution. We'll see how much is involved in the Fisher, and then I really do need to get around to actually building the factory. I've been talking about it for so long. One day, it's actually going to happen. Anyway, see you in the next one.